Genuine. The second time.
No,
Ah!
What's up, Internet? Brandon here.
I'm still Kyle.
Still Kyle. We got some news
Got some news.
with polarizing opinions. This hasn't been confirmed yet by Marvel, but it's been a heavy leak, which always kind of happens right before the news breaks. But it's rumored right now that Pedro Pascal is going to be our Mr. Fantastic in the MCU. And as you can tell from my face and Kyle's face, we feel entirely different about it.
They don't like it.
Why?
I just don't. I don't think that he matches the role. I don't like. I've enjoyed him when I've seen him, but I don't really feel like that's the role for him.
Can I tell you?
feel like he exists. He can exist in the MCU. I just don't think Mr. Fantastic is the role for him.
I got to tell you, when this got announced, I literally would I was like, I didn't know I needed this. Like, I thought it was perfect, man. I think he's good. I think he's shown that he has range and he can be different types of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see Space Explorer Pedro Pascal. Come
Okay,
on,
okay.
man. I'm here for it.
So scientist version of him, right?
Mhm.
Super. Are they just gonna? Is he just gonna exist and stretched all the time? You seen the meme?
No. Oh, you
meme-
mean he's
the
just
meme
going
of
to
him
constantly be...
looking like this over his shoulder, all stretched out?
I mean, I assume it's going to start with them having their powers.
Mhm.
We will see them as a team already,
Mhm.
the way they're making all of this sound. Nothing's been confirmed yet with anything, whether it be the story, casting, anything like that.
Mhm. But verse Jonathan
Krasinski.
Those are the two that everyone's either one side or
But
the
I
other.
feel like Jonathan, I feel like John Krasinski was the internet being like, this is who we want to see, make it happen. And Sam Raimi was like, absolutely, here you go.
Right.
You happy? Now he's dead. Move on. To me, that because when that was coming out,
Fair
it was
enough.
the big push of everyone being like, we want the Snyderverse. And they're like, nobody actually wants a Snyderverse. Nobody's watching it. And it's getting terrible ratings. And the fans are like, give us the Snyder cut.
Right.
So they did it, and it sucked. And I think Marvel is like, we'll give you what you want, and then we're going to immediately take it away. I think that was just a troll.
Good parents.
Now, Pedro Pascal... Pedro Pascal was a little older than I thought they were going to choose. I remember for a while, there was a rumor going around that Penn Badgley was being talked to from You, and I thought he would have been a great younger...
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think... if the story rumors are true that this is a established team that is traveling the multiverse and they're not from the...
so they just end up in this universe.
What I have read, and like I said, nothing confirmed, so this is just what things are happening on the internet. Could be true, could be not true. That they are going to be a Fantastic Four from an alternate universe that are now traveling the multiverse because, as we talked about in Loki and stuff, it's now...
right.
Not as chaotic and safe to travel.
So, okay, two things about that. With the universe with the Illuminati that we saw,
Yeah.
what universe is that technically? Do
Just
we know?
a random...
just a side.
one.
Okay, so
Because you have to figure, too, everyone they show in that gets murdered in that scene. So
right.
that is
Wanda is
probably one we're not revisiting
Ever.
at any point in time. Someone was like, oh my God, I saw online the Miss Marvel thing with Beast at the end. And someone's like, oh my God, they're going to have the same Professor X from Doctor Strange. I'm like, no, he's dead.
Yeah,
he died.
They murdered him
in his chair.
But I mean, in the multiverse idea, you could technically have the same version of
100%.
the character, and
they show that
our
they
Tony
show
Stark's
that
dead.
in,
You know, what I
yeah.
mean? So it's they could bring back everybody in their own. You know what I mean? But that's what gets me still on the Jonathan team, because they could just bring him back, or they could have Pedro be a version that comes in, and then they've got to figure out all of this stuff. So they could have
in the comics. In the comics, there is a version. I don't know if it's a version or if his real name, but Kang's name is Nathaniel Richards. He is a descendant,
right? I think
of
that's
Reed.
yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I that's gonna be a tough one to stretch with Pedro Pascal and Jonathan Majors.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm here for it. There was a rumor. What's his name? Who plays Who plays the cousin in the Bear? There's a rumor that he's going to play the Thing.
Oh, interesting.
So he'd voice the Thing, and I
Okay.
can see that. I could see him doing that.
Do you think they're gonna go more
The guy from
original?
Daredevil or Punisher? Punisher 2, the second season? Or the first season? The one where
He's
was
the
a scientist dude. Not
Is that
scientist,
him?
He was the hacker.
Weasel?
No.
Is he play Weasel?
No.
Micro?
Yeah.
Does he play him in the Punisher from the Bear? Okay, yeah, that's him. He's rumored to play Ben Grimm. I'm down for that.
Another one.
Another one.
But speaking of Fantastic Four, do you think that the version that we're going to get that hopefully stays and hopefully isn't rebooted in, another 5 years like we've gotten used to, do you think they're going to go more of the first style where it's kind of like colorful and like
I'm
all that
hoping
kind of
so. I
style,
mean,
or do you think
especially if
gonna
they're
go like gritty with the like
I think if
that
they're
random
traveling the
reboot that they did.
multiverse, I think we're
Mhm.
going to get colorful and fun, and we're going to see like a lot of different like variants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also feel like this is moving towards in Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty.
So we go straight to Future Foundation, and I get all my Future Foundation.
I don't think we'll get that lucky. That would be fun though, because that's one of my favorite.
I love
That
that
was
story.
a Hickman story, and that was outstanding. I were you here last week? No, when Jimmy and I were talking about the Loki and just all this stuff happening. Like
I was outside the door.
I think we're gonna get to the point that these are James Bond movies, where you'll just have Captain America is a new guy for 3 movies, and then they're just gonna have a new guy, and it's gonna be less linear storytelling and more that now that we know who all these people are, we're just gonna make these films for
Well, I think
new
the cool way
generations.
forward with that is like once you have everyone established as a character,
Mhm.
right? Like give everyone a one-off or make them appear in all these kind of things, and then just start doing like the Marvels kind of thing.
Yeah.
Except introduce these characters as like this is a team-up movie. Like,
100%.
team-up movie. Like I would be okay with, give me a Spider-Man Wolverine movie. Give me
that's
like
what I think
you know
that
what
we're
I mean?
leading to is
Yeah.
that we're not going to have as much like Chris Evans was Captain America.
Mhm.
You're going to need a new Captain America at some
We have-
point in time.
We have one.
You're going to need a new okay, correction. You're going to need a new Steve Rogers at some point in time. You're
Fair
going to
enough.
need a new Tony Stark at some point
Mhm.
in time. Like it's going to happen because these are IPs that Disney owns, and you're not just going to be like, oh, we don't make Steve Rogers movies anymore. Like
excuse me.
you're going to.
Right.
You're going to. So like I think we're going to get to that. And
Mhm.
that's cool too because now you can introduce a new person playing Captain America
Right.
and Sam Wilson
Mhm.
or Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson and have a Captain America movie with both of them.
Right,
that
but it's
people
like
wanna see.
it's like Peter Miles, like we were talking about last week.
That people want to see that too.
Because now Miles is just as famous as Peter, and now you could literally just interchange the Spider-Man at any point.
That's
Like,
what-
and
yeah.
no one's mad at it. And like,
and
that's the
I
same
think the
type of-
more you do that, you can interchange actors, and I think that's the biggest thing
Mhm.
because you're just going to have new people playing new roles. So like I said, you're not going to have like fucking 68-year-old Chris Evans being like, "I can do this all day," and it's like, we know you can't. You're tired. Harrison Ford was on set for the new Captain America, being like, "I don't want to do this all day. Why do I keep agreeing to
Why,
movies?"
why am I
Like-
here?
Every time he signs up for a movie, he's just like, "Why did I do that? I hate this shit." But I don't know. Pedro Pascal, I'm interested to see what'll happen.
He's the one in The Last of Us, right?
He is The Last of Us.
Yeah,
he's the
that's
last.
the only
of
thing
us.
I've seen him in. So
That's all you've seen him in.
that's- Yeah,
You've watched
but-
Mandalorian.
No. So
Oh,
that's
man,
the,
did you guys
that's
know-
the only judgment
Did you guys
I
know
have.
Kyle just got fired? That was crazy. Jim, I've never seen that look on Jim's face. We need to set up a camera this way.
So
He
moral
leaned
of the
up.
story.
He gave me. I'm surprised he didn't pull the glasses down because that was like the only
waiting
thing
for it.
missing.
I was
from that
waiting for
look.
the lasers afterwards.
Oh, they're coming.
Moral of the story is that's why I'm on Team Quiet Place.
He is floored over here.
Are you done?
Yeah.